fantastic treat today. Stick around for the next Views and Vibes. Welcome to Views and Vibes, everyone. I'm glad you can join us today. I'm your host, Tariiq Walton. We have a fantastic performance on tap for you today from a Bronx-born and bred singer, songwriter, and actress. Please welcome Miss Colie Williams.
When I wrote this song, I was thinking about slow dancing and real love. The kind of love that makes you hold on and never want to let go.
Now, where did you find your band members at?
Well, let's see. When I first started performing, I actually was doing theater at first, and I was supplementing my income and performing with other bands. And so as I was writing my music, I was like, you know, this music needs to be played live. So I started kind of recruiting from the bands that I was performing with. And as I met musicians, I would just ask about other musicians and referrals and
We have a good group with you.
Yeah,
Fantastic
excellent.
group with you.
I'm very
But you
blessed.
start off in the Bronx.
Yes.
You were born there and you were raised there.
Yes.
Okay. So how did this whole music transition happen in the Bronx? Because at that time, it was really about hip hop. You know, so where did the singing come in?
Where did the singing come in?
Yeah,
The
for
singing
you.
was from when I was a little girl. My father was the singer.
Okay.
So, and there was a lot of music in my house.
Like what kind?
A lot of, well, my father was from the islands. He was from Trinidad.
Okay.
So a lot of calypso. My mother was really into music. She loved Motown. So Gladys Knight, Aretha Franklin, of course the Supremes, all that, Michael Jackson, and my uncle. I had a very big extended family, and we would always party together. There was always a reason to party. So like
most
Sly and
Caribbean families.
yeah, Sly and the Family Stone. I mean, all of this music, and so I always remember dancing and singing.
Okay.
Dancing is not my forte, but
the singing part.
But the singing part, yes. And then my father would always get my sister and I to harmonize with him.
Really?
And I guess when he kind of heard my voice, he said, well, you do the lead and we'll harmonize with you.
Wow.
And I kept doing that. And in junior high school, my junior high school chorus teacher gave me a solo. I think I had about 2 solos, and she really encouraged me to go audition for the High School of Music and Art, which is like the Duke Ellington here. And
Is that also in the Bronx or is that Manhattan?
that's in Manhattan. Actually, it was in Harlem, and now it's moved to like the 40s near Broadway.
Okay.
And so I went, I auditioned, and I got in, and after that, that's when I really knew that it was a passion and I wanted to.
After high school or during high school?
I would say during high school. You know, elementary school, junior high school, I loved to do it, but once I got in high school and I was there with all those other folks who were singing and musicians, and we'd stay after school and jam, and that's when I realized that this was something I really wanted to do.
Now, what made you not follow music as a major when you got to Syracuse? And when somebody in your ear is saying, okay, you need to get a job when you get out and you need to be a teacher?
Yeah, I did it first. I went to Syracuse because of the musical theater program. But I did hear that in my ear, and I said, you know, I don't want to wait tables, and you know, let me just go ahead and, which I wound up doing anyway, but you know, let me just go ahead and have a more practical job. And if I want to do it, and if it's what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to come about, and it did, because I always took the voice lessons on the side. I always made sure I was doing it. As a matter of fact, when I first moved here, I went all the way out to, I didn't have a car when I first moved here.
I didn't know how to drive.
I didn't know how to drive coming from New York. And I found a voice teacher all the way out in Gaithersburg. And I used to take the train or the metro to all the way out in Gaithersburg. A lot of times I would miss the bus, because after I got off the metro, then I'd have to catch a bus. And then we would kind of go late, because I mean, she was an excellent teacher and I was really into what I was doing, and I'd miss the bus and I'd have to catch a cab back to the metro. So, I mean, I put in a lot of work, even when I was not doing it professionally, because it was really what I wanted to do. And so I figured, let me just work on it, and then when I'm ready, it'll happen.
Well, where did the acting come from?
Well, I started acting in high school as well, because I did a lot of musical theater. And so really didn't do the acting separately at first. It was always in musicals. But I really began to love that as well.
Did you act on college?
Yeah, I did. I was in, what is it, To Be Young, Gibson, and Black. I played Lorraine Hansberry. And that was the main thing I think I did in college, besides, you know, the things I did as a musical theater major. You know, we did a lot of things, practicing to practice, but it wasn't any major role. But that was outside of actually the theater program I did. I was in that play.
A cup of my love and a little more joy. I'm all you need. Thank you, thank you.